Hey, welcome. I'm all right, thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. I got a nice, hopefully short, quick lesson, but a good lesson pertaining to the eye and tears. Okay? Ticket it. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rule to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message and story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tune and receiving. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it rocking. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for you to do just that. All right thinkers should be able to answer the question, who are you? I know myself. Do you know you? Question rhetorical, but aside. Moving on. Know thyself is the goal for all right thinkers. That's my mission to get you to do that. That's why I do what I do for you daily. Here we go. Let's rock. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. Into my eye. Be true. I'm in the book. I got a nice little lesson I found in a different book. I go to gym in the mornings, I need something different to read, and every time I read something, I come up with the concept and idea that I want to bring to you as a lesson. So today's lesson is going to be about right things. Let's talk about the eye. Eyes of consciousness. Good lesson. Hope when I get done, you understand. Let's go. The relationship of tears. It was said that when Ra was so happy when his children, Tough Newt and Shu, came back with the eye, that he cried. And from his tears, man, one was created. So the tears of man, the relationship of tears to men symbolizes what? The idea that humankind is the expression of what? The desires of the divine self to have experiences in what? In the realm of time and space. So he needed a physical body, hence man. Tears. Further, tears are what? A symbol of human experience. It implies that human experience is what? A sorrowful condition. Why? Because, listen, because the consciousness has degraded itself to the level of gross, limited human experiences in the form of what? An individual ego, I, as opposed to the expansive, limited self of I am. The ego is just the I. It's not complete, so you have to complete it. That's your job as a human being, to figure out the am part, which is your lost consciousness when you came into the human form. Hope you understanding this. I know you is, dude. This contraction, watch this. Now, this contraction in consciousness, here you go, is what allows the ego self to emerge as in what? An individual and distinct personality out of nowhere, seemingly. Just as in a dream, personality emerges out of nowhere. It's all mental. Between the ears, you had to be conscious. You had to be conscious. That's what he gave us that for, to recognize and realize. If we get lost, you just be out here willy-nilly. So instead of knowing, watch this, we are out here ignorant. Instead of knowing ourselves, the conscious knowing itself as what? The immutable soul, which what it is, the soul sees what? The ego and the world of time and space in the physical body as reality. Some of us think because we're here in the body, oh, this is it. Not so fast, my friend. They try to explain to you that the physical world is temporary. It's an illusionary. It's for you to learn lessons. It's for you to do whatever it is you need to do to make it to the next level, to spiritual level, where there's knowledge and having conscious of self, knowing thyself will get you to the next level. If you don't know you, you getting reincarnated. That's the name of the game. Hope you understand the concept. So watch this. You don't have to do nothing. Okay? This development, watch this, would be like concept we use the conscious ocean. The ocean forgetting that it is the ocean and what? Believing itself to be just what? Just a wave. I'm just a wave, okay, of waves. Therefore, instead of seeing itself as encompassing all the ocean, all the waves, it is what? Concerned with what? The transit experience its own, again, ego self as individual wave, with comparing itself to other waves. That's us running around ignorant, not knowing ourselves. I'm better than you. What? I'm better than you. What? But you neither one of y'all ain't no better than the other. So understand that. But when you have knowledge of self, let's go. Life is what? Sorrowful. That means you have to go through some things. Joy and pain. You can't have one without the other. This is what you need to be conscious of. Here we go. Life is sorrowful from what? The standpoint of wisdom. Why? Because even conditions that appear to be pleasurable are what? In reality, setting the individual up for what? Disappointment, frustration later on, because what? No positive or good situation can last what? Indefinitely, unless it's in the spiritual realm. That's where you want. Here is not going to last. You're going to have the ups and downs. You got the roller coasters of life. So you have to deal with those things. But watch this. Also, the pursuit of what? Worldly pleasures and pain sets up mental impressions that will survive death of the body and lead the soul, watch this, to further incarnations. You're looping now. You're repeating the same thing over and over in search of what? Fulfillment. When I was doing what I do, I wanted things, I wanted stuff. Now, as a wise man, I want to just be able to know, be, and do my best self spiritually in the physical form. So I live right, I do right, I treat people right, and that's righteous living. So as far as I'm concerned, it ain't nothing special. No. But I don't look for stuff. Yeah, my dream car, red Rolls Royce. Everybody know that. But that ain't the end all be all for my life. So understand that too. So watch this. Now, if you just living for fulfillments, dream, the impossible dream, yeah, you keep coming here and shooting for that dream in this world here, it's never going to happen for you. So know yourself and get up out of here and go home. Therefore, watch this. The sage says what? That all life is painful. To what? To the wise. Why? This is why yoga philosophy emphasizes what? Going what? Beyond both pain and pleasure in order to what? Transcend the bondage of time and space here in the physical realm. You got to be mentally competent to raise your conscious level to be better, not let situations dictate who and how you are. I know where I come from. I'm proud of where I come from, but that don't dictate who I am. Understand that. The lotus flower grows in the muck in the mind, the dirtiest, funky, stinking space, but it comes out pure. So it's telling you the scarab, the dung beetle, it eats dung, lives, survives. Okay, so nature's a bad thing. But understand, it's all between the ears. And they try to give you understanding so you can set forth a concept that you can live by, not a bunch of superstitious stories that, oh, I believe it, I believe it. Don't care what you believe. Moving on, sorry. Now this, watch this. Now how could this happen? This can be accomplished by turning away what? From world, which is illusionary, and seeking what? To discover your higher self. This is what right thing philosophy wants you to do. That's my end goal, to know thyself. You can keep the world. The masses of people, yeah, here you go. The masses who do not have what? Spiritual knowledge, put up with what the world and its ups and downs. We know about that. Why? Due to lack of reflectiveness. Every day I self-reflect on how I did, what I did, how I should have done it. Why? So tomorrow I can be better. I'm practicing to be better. So what I did yesterday, it didn't work. I'm not going to do that. If yesterday worked, that's what I'm going to do. So you do the things that work and you stop doing the things that don't work. Simple. Having been taught, and this is what you have to do, that from the youth by our family and society to look for what happiness in the world. Yeah, I want a big house, I want a fancy car, I want a big bag, all that good stuff. That's all worldly possession stuff that don't do nothing but look good, don't do nothing for you. And if you understand that concept, whenever you get the thing that you desire, you really want, when you get it, it gets old real quick. Listen, where we at? Okay, stop. Now, having been taught, okay, now watch this. So through the what? Through the development of what? Wisdom and self-reflection. You, the aspirant, can what? The right thinker can develop in what? Intuitive. You can develop an intuition, excuse me, which what? Transcends from the inside. Intuitive means inside. You got to develop an intuition which transcends what? Pleasure and pain and move beyond the world of what? Ordinary human experiences as a source of happiness. I'm more happy doing things that makes me happy. I'm more happy helping people, doing things I do for you. That makes me happy. That ain't of the world. That's internal. So understand the difference. The following, watch this, the following ancient Egyptian teachings highlights what? The idea of the sorrowfulness of ordinary human experiences and urge you, the aspirant right thinker, to what? Live according to the teachings of virtue and wisdom, aka Maya, in order to what? Avoid life's sufferings. If you live right, do right, the suffering seem to go away. You're gonna have adverse situations. You have situations that you don't control. You gotta deal with them. But across the board, you pretty much doing the right thing. You pretty much getting blessed and having a good lifestyle. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's all you want to do. Now I'm getting to the I concept. This the fun part. I'm about to get to teaching the concept of my favorite, the I. It's in there. It's the pineal gland, aka third eye. Now, through the story, it's always a story, a good story. Through the story of the eye is very important mystical teachings which are being conveyed here. Why? The I, they call it Ujat, U-D-J-A-T, they spell it with W-E different ways, but Ujat is a symbol of what? Inter, internal vision. Remember, the eye is internal. These eyes see out. Third eye sees in. I try to get that point across to you before. Now watch this. And also it represents what? The desire of the divine to go into itself, aka creation, which is what it did, and the subsequent forgetfulness that ensues. Remember, when he decided to become human and be part of his creation, he got to give up all his power to do all that he do. Yeah, yeah, he did that. That's powerful. Okay, that's the concept of the I and the conscious. Watch this. Now the resistance of the I to return. The story goes, Tafnut and Shu went venturing out into the ocean with the noon, which was nothing there, just them. So, and he got a little worried. They hadn't been back. The parent, children leave for a while. They've been gone for a while. So he's telling the I, Jack, go bring him back. Go find him. My consciousness. He goes, get him, bring him back. He's happy. He cries. Man is born. The other story goes is he sent Ujat out in the line is his daughter to go slew the unrighteous. He already knew that he had people who wasn't following him, who didn't respect him, so he sent his daughter, Kataru, I don't know what you want to call her, but in the lion's form, and she went berserk consciously, conceptually, and when everybody's complaining because she was getting the unrighteous in the beginning, it was easy to notice the righteous from the unrighteous, but after a while, they started looking pretty much like the same. She couldn't differentiate, so she just was eating everything. Story goes that He sent Tahuti, which is wisdom and knowledge, to talk her down. He does that, brings her back home, celebration, everybody's happy, Uja's back. But guess what? She get back, the eye been replaced with another eye. Now we got another problem. Now I got this crazy woman about to destroy some most of the whole, whoa, baby, calm down. I'll put you right here. You could defend me. All right, that's cool. That's the story of the eye. I like the UAS. That's the Uja. Okay, now, and the idea of the resistance of the eye to return to the divine abode is a symbol of what? The predicament of what? Ordinary people who, through what? Ignorance and intense desires for the physical world, will detest the idea of even considering what spiritual values of life, and they because what? Because their hearts and minds are consumed with passion and desires of the physical world, aka the ego. The I then set in. Once the ego is in place, you're gonna have a problem. Why? Now it becomes fight, and he loved to fight. He ain't giving up. You got to conquer him. You got to you got to defeat him and put him in the work position. Another story, but that's the idea of the I. Watch this. So, but the ego is consciousness also. They are consumed with what? Normal people who are ignorant of their higher self, spiritually ignorant, they are consumed with what? The desires to experience the pleasures of what? The material world. This world. I want drugs, sex, all that good stuff. They just want more, more. And all that does nothing but keeps you desires for more, for more. So greed will never be fulfilled. Having created the universe in itself, God, the supreme being, sent its what? I, aka consciousness, where? Into creation. Consciousness then became what? Lost. That's us in creation. And what? Became the souls of human beings and all life forms. So we as humans, we born here, we come here, we're lost. We need to find ourselves, aka know thyself. But watch this. In all life forms, forgetting its true self. Man don't know himself. So the Egyptians knowing this, professed it for thousands of years. When they saw their demise coming, when they knew it was about it for them, what could they leave in legacy for their next generations? Know thyself. I got the ball now, I'm running with it. So that's the concept. So the I, watch this, lost, which is lost in creation, is what? Is the human soul, which is caught up in the cycle of birth, death, aka reincarnation. Sounds familiar? Hope you're getting this. Due to what? Forgetfulness of itself and the distraction and ignorance of its true nature. Again, back to being human. Spiritual beings in human form, human experience. If you let the human form run you, which is the ego you will be stuck here. You will not raise your conscious level. Your spiritual will never rise and go back home. It's going to reincarnate here on earth and just do the cycle. Trust me, that's the concept. Understand it. And the supreme being, aka Ra, what did he do? He sent out his messenger, which is who? Tahuti, the thinker, in the form of who? Metuneter, ancient scriptures of wisdom, God's writings. They said Tahuti is the creator of the Metuneta. So God put him there. Remember, everything is from the one. And Shah, which is a Sabai, S-B-A-I, which is a spiritual perceptive, aka guru, sage, to what? Instruct the I in reference to its true nature. Having remembered who it was in reality, the I then what? Returned to its rightful place. Bam. And does its job from that point on. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got some more, but I think that's good enough. Hope you enjoyed the concept about the I. That's why I rock the I. I'm out.